about D&D is when I say, "Is everyone ready to begin?" and then just
I
dead
am
silence.
ready
Hey guys,
to
welcome back to
begin.
another episode of No Name for Now 8.
Ben is fuming.
Guys, only 1% of our audience is subscribed, so make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Actually, I think 100% is subscribed because I'm the only one who
Yeah.
watches it.
Yeah.
I want to check what the actual analytics are. Get this shit out of here. Properties.
Yeah, well, I'm ready to begin.
Okay. Lime, you ready? Olivia, you ready?
Oh,
Well,
I got it working.
she's ready enough.
Okay, Olivia's ready. Lime is
Distracted, so
yeah, she's distracted. It's okay. I know she doesn't pay attention to anything.
the
It's fine.
Diana is distracted.
Fine. Deanna.
Diana.
I'm just gonna shout your name whenever it comes up now, or I'll do the thing where I eat my mic and say your name.
Sounded okay.
Since everyone is ready, I'll begin with a little bit of an introduction to the world. I just need to scroll. So, we look in on the world of Thessin, and more specifically into the continent of Ules. For many years, Ules was a shambling mess of political structures vying for power, systems getting overthrown and replaced just as quickly as they spawned. Many men named themselves kings over masses of land, from the northern peaks of the Icy Range to the southern Crimson Isles, and everything in between. This dick isn't in the world, and that's not in my script.
What about the wet ass pussy and the?
Oh no, that's canon.
Okay, good.
All this madness was turned to 11 when a cataclysmic event shook the earth. Thousands of shards of crystallized glass fell from the sky, some blue, some pink, some as small as daggers, while others were as large as entire villages. This would soon be known all over Ules as the Fall of Cursed Glass. Many villages were destroyed, rivers displaced, and people panicked. Monsters rose from their slumbers, and children were being born with strange curses from the proximity to the glass. But from all the rubble, a group of heroes would stake their claim. 8 powerful mages from all over the world of Thessin, whether homegrown in Ules or from far-off continents like Dratox or Kukor, these mages, each a master in their own field, brought an end to the rampant destruction of roaming monsters. They unified the scattered remnants of civilization and formed cities. Finally, they formed an alliance between several cities across the majority of Ules, naming the Council's Land. Only the Northern Range and the Southern Crimson Isles were exempt from this newfound united force. That was 30 years ago. And now the council has been well established, making all of their decisions as a group with one all-powerful overseer to break ties, and making massive strides in magical technology, from giant ships that sail across the sky to a strange new mode of transportation that makes its way from the small village of Drost through the land all the way to the capital city, Andomore. It is a strange new invention called the Crystalline Express, a system of large carriages connected to one another rapidly make their way across a track, like a minecart that can hold many people and goods as fast as a bolt springing from a crossbow. And it is on this train that we look a little closer, zooming in on one of the train's many sleeping quarters, where 2 would-be heroes look out of the window at the rolling green fields of the council's land pass them by, horses galloping in the distance, struggling to keep pace with the train's third ever voyage. Hook and Asher, would you please like to describe your characters?
That was. I would like to say that was a very, very excellent intro. And also, you said the name of the title in the intro, so that's even better. But anyway, I'm a pirate. Just imagine the most stereotypical pirate in the world.
Okay.
That's me. I got
Okay,
a
so
hook.
you're Captain Crunch.
Yes, basically, yeah. I got like a tricord hat. I got everything. I'm a pirate. Or
And seated across from you on the opposite bed is Asher.
So you call those would-be heroes, which I think is optimistic.
Would be corpses. No, just wait for Grung's introduction.
Grung.
I keep calling your character Grum because of Grungo. Galf.
Galf.
What is Grungo?
Grung is my
Bongo, but a
race.
Grung.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, I don't need to remember your name for very long. I like how I'm giving you so much shit, but you'll probably be the last surviving member because you're the only one who can fight from a distance.
It's exactly why I chose this class. But knowing me, I'll still die first anyways.
No, knowing you, you'll get to the last episode and then die. Because that normally happens. You
Yeah.
Crushed by a wall.
Dies by
Earth-
random chance.
Earth Ganassi's look basically like humanoids, but with any kind of earthly texture that you want them to. So they could look dusty and grey with cracked skin, or they could look like polished marble. We discussed your appearance briefly, if you remember. I mean, to be honest, an Earth Ganassi could definitely look like a human with shit face. Like it's like blackface, but shit.
Are you a male right now or a female? Because it's not always. I mean, I don't know. Last session.
You've been traveling with Asher for the past couple of days because you've just happened to take the same boat down the river, and Asher's a man.
Okay. That's all I mean, I don't know anything about her at all. I've never met this person, but
You've been traveling, so yeah, the two of you have been traveling because you came from similar places. You basically just happened to be on the same riverboat, and you went to the train together, and you realized you're going in the same direction. It's like, so I guess we're just going to be staying in this camp. You've already met, but you've only known each other for a couple of days, so you basically only know each other's names. Very basic information. You probably know that you come from similar places, but other than that, you've never seen each other fight, for instance.
are them. Well, actually, how is the weather? Can I make that up? Does it matter?
Currently, the weather is slightly cloudy. Bit of sun peeking through. You know that this is quite a rainy place. Generally, the main fields of the council's land is fairly rainy, but to be honest, this is pretty good weather for the place you're in.
Are them clouds be ominous? But me thinks it's clear for now. I don't know.
One thing you probably would both feel is it's a bit warmer here than where you come from. So comparatively to you, it's definitely nicer weather. It's definitely a bit warmer. You don't need to be shivering all the time.
Ah, shiver me timbers.
So the two of you can talk a bit amongst yourselves while I quickly send a piece of information to all of you on Discord, as you've all been on this. You're all on this train, and you've all seen something on this train. So I'll be sending these messages one at a time. So they might not. The messages might not make immediate sense, but they'll make sense when your characters get introduced.
My pirate senses are tingling.
So, what's the reason for going to wherever we're going, Asher?
Dabo gave up on that so fast.
Like, it'll get better as time goes on. Okay, I'll work on it. Okay.
Don't worry if you don't recognize the names of the characters
Alright.
that I'm sending you, because
I already know
you wouldn't have
exactly
met
what
them
we're
yet.
doing. I know who did it.
Oh, you think it's a whodunit, do you?
Oh. So this is like a train, right? I mean, it's
a train, but you would like it's a very foreign concept to your characters.
Okay.
There you go.
Benjamin Shapiro.
There's been a murder.
Dun 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 dun.
Is this train perhaps Oriental and perhaps an express?
No, it's called the Crystalline Express, and it's got a very more like a European steam train vibe. But it's not Oriental.
The Oriental Express is like the
It's Agatha Christie on board.
You don't know. With that, you hear a knock at your door, and a very quiet voice comes up. Excuse me, if you're not busy, we're about to be serving breakfast soon in the dining cart, so you can just make your way over when you have the time.
No.
So that's what you hear outside of your door. A very, very soft voice. What are the two of you doing?
I'm sorry. What did she say?
She said that basically they're serving breakfast soon in the dining cart, if you want to.
Arr, me hungry.
Are you a pirate or a caveman?
Me see food, me eat.
Well, you do the meat thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hungry. I don't know how to speak like a pirate.
You'll get it. You'll get it. Don't worry.
Yes. I mean, yes.
Yes, but in pirate.
Wait. There we go.
We need to get this man like a pirate translator.
Canonically, I'm actually speaking in pirate, okay? This is just...
I just want to imagine him cosplaying a pirate everywhere he goes. Like, you'll just like pass by his room sometimes and you'll hear him practicing his pirate voice.
That's me in real life.
As the two of you leave and head towards the dining cart, you pass by the tiefling maid who was knocking on your door. Quite a cute young girl, purple skin, the long tiefling horns, and she passes by you and smiles as you head past her, and she heads over to another door. Balasar, you hear a knock at your door. Just a gentle knock.
I'm gonna wink at the cute tiefling, but I can't wink because I have an eye patch. I just
So
blink at her.
you blink at her. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
She honestly she doesn't even notice. She
Yeah,
doesn't
fair.
just it's a wink, and she passes you by. Balasar, you hear a knock at your door. Breakfast is about to be served. If you want. Immediately, your roommate, a gnome man with very, very curly hair, he gets up and is like, "Oh, I'm really fucking excited for breakfast. I cannot wait. We need to discuss more about your hometown because I've never met a dragonborn before, and I would love to hear more about Dretox and all of the deserts. And I know that they don't have the cursed glass here, and that's the whole point. Is I'm going to the big town to sell the cursed glass, but I would just love to know more. I was actually planning on going there when I was younger, but things change. You don't always get a passage on a boat. But yes, should we eat?
Yeah. Let's go eat, friend, and I'll tell you all about my homeland, and especially my hometown, which I definitely wrote the backstory for.
Yes, it sounds fascinating. I can't wait to spend the next 3 hours talking about it. So as that happens,
Balasar, roll a stealth check for his eye roll.
I'll say make a sleight of hand check because it's a similar sort of thing. You think he definitely catches it, but you get the impression he's probably pretty used to annoying people and is not really caring so much about it and is more just rolling with it. And the two of you head out. The two of you follow behind Asher and Hook as you just barely see them leaving into the dining cart. You pass by the recreational cart as the three of you and your roommate Max, take some seats. Asher and Hook, you see a couple of empty seats off to the side, and Balasar and Max, you sit next to each other. And as you're walking through, you pass by an old lady who's sort of leaning quite heavily onto a cane, sitting next to a woman with one leg, who seem to be in some quiet conversation. Edith, would you like to describe your character as you're sitting next to Adele, this elven woman?
Well, you changed the name.
Wait a second, that's not allowed.
You gotta change the description of your YouTube videos.
What the hell? How am I gonna do this? This is crazy. What the heck? There it is.
So as you're sort of just stating this out, you see one of the this other maid, an older human woman with her hair tied back into an impossibly tight knot, comes over to you like, yes, right away. So you want scones and kidney beans. Okay, you have your own. You want just kidney beans? You want okay. Will ale be all right for you, ma'am? Right away. As you're leaving, she passes by Balasar, and you, with your passive perception and passive insight, you can notice she just gives the biggest eye roll at Edith as she walks off and hurries to the kitchen, calling out some order to the cook. As this is all going on, and you're all eating and in the midst of your quiet chatter, Galf, you hear a knock at the restroom door. Excuse me, but you've been in there for quite some time now, and I was just saying the breakfast is ready. You're in the midst of contorting yourself in the sink, trying to get yourself submerged. It's been quite a while since you've completely submerged yourself, but you've just finished up your hour of submerging yourself for the day.
1 hour in
And she keeps knocking. It's like, is everything all right? Do I need to get you some help or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, if you're sure. Breakfast is being served. I'll see you in there.
I'll be right out.
Awkwardly walks away. And I'm assuming how do you get ready? Would you like to describe yourself? What happens?
Oh, okay. You just kind of threw me into this. Okay. So yeah, I pop out of the sink. I'm all, drenched. Is there any towels in here?
Yeah, there's some towels.
Yeah, I just just wipe myself off, and then I head out over to the breakfast. So he's a short fella, frog looking guy. Got the nice lime skin. He's decently well built. Yeah, I've got your skin. I've been wondering. I was just looking around, like, where the hell's my skin? His clothes are kind of rugged, teared a bit around, but yeah, he's, doesn't look too. It's just I don't even know. He's just a nice, strong young chap.
All right. With that, you stumble into the dining hall, and you see many of the seats around you are filled. You see there's some couple of completely empty tables closer to the first class area. Not quite in the first class area, but closer. And you see a couple of empty seats next to a strange-looking pirate and some man with some very cracked skin.
Oh, okay. That seems like some interesting stories over there.
So you're gonna head over there.
I'm gonna head over there.
All right.
You should ask Asher what he uses to moisturize the skin, so you know not to use it.
And with this, I think this is a good place to have this map.
Woo.
Catherine, the maid, does come back. Actually, Catherine will go over to this tiefling woman, and Balasar, Balasar and Asher, you can probably both overhear this. This human woman scolds this tiefling, saying, "Now just get it to her. I don't want to deal with that bitch. It's your job, isn't it?" And the tiefling woman's like, "Yeah, yes, sorry." And she slowly walks over towards Edith and hands you quite a large glass of ale. It's like, here you go, ma'am. I don't know. No. I'm sorry. And she walks off, and she starts serving everyone else. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna talk to this boy Hook over here. I didn't know it was Halloween already.
How dare you insult me own? Get up.
Get up. So you're admitting it's a get up.
No. It is the common wear of okay. All right. Take
A
it
little
back.
bit Jamaican there.
Starting the scene again. Okay. Okay.
As this conversation is struggling by, Quiet comes over and it's like, "Oh, would that be 3 full breakfasts for all of you?"
Yeah, you might gotta get 2 for this guy over here.
Hey, I agree with that. This guy's. You know, you might be
Okay.
2 feet tall, but
Okay, so
you got the right mind.
it is all included with your tickets. So 4 full breakfasts it is, and she goes off to fetch that for you. Meanwhile, Balasar, you're talking to Max. Max is like, "Oh, I have a family back home, but they're boring people. We live up north. It's yeah, it's all right, I suppose. But more about you. You're chromatic. I heard that very powerful back in Dratox. Your scales. I don't mean this to sound offensive, but are your parents both blue scaled, dragonborn, or do you have a blue dragon as a parent? I'm not entirely sure how it works, really."
Well, normally how inheritance works, it passes down from one or both of the parents. There's relatively little intermarrying, but my mother is a blue dragon, while my father is a green dragon.
I see. That's very fascinating. And you see him pull out a little notebook and start taking a few notes. But anyway, I think I should show you. So he pulls out this chest. It's like, I know I shouldn't be showing this around to everyone, but I'm just so excited. And he opens up the chest, and you see 3 small, relatively small, things of cursed glass. You see one just pure shard of cursed glass, which you know is pretty rare to find an active shard of cursed glass. You see a dagger made from it, a very finely made blade, and you see a bag full of powdered crystal glass dust, which would be inactive dust. All of it green, and it's like, I'm so fascinated that I managed to find this stuff just lying there.
Can I roll an Arcana check to figure out like what effects it might have to be near it?
Yeah, give me just a general Arcana check. Edith, with your passive perception, since you're at the next table, you can definitely see the stuff in this chest. With that Arcana check, you know that the cursed glass is very it's very unpredictable. It's extremely unpredictable. You know that children who grew up around it were born with a wide variety of curses. It can be harnessed for magical power, but it's generally very unpredictable. So you wouldn't be able to tell exactly what any of these things do. From that roll, you would be able to tell that the powdered stuff would probably make for very effective spell components. Other than that, you're not really sure.
Now, that's a fascinating find you have, but please be careful with it. If it were to fall into the wrong hands, it could be used for terrible things.
Terrible things you say.
With that, Quiet comes over and brings the three of you your 4 meals.
So, is your mother a frog, or I mean, is it all frogs?
Yeah, it's all it's all frogs all the way up.
I see.
Morty.
Morty, it's all frogs. I'm telling you, Morty, it's all frogs all the way up.
Oh jeez!
Oh jeez, Rick.
Oh jeez!
Morty, the frogs, they're everywhere. The frogs, they just keep going at it. They keep making more frogs. Morty.
The frogs are turning the frogs gay.
I turned myself into a gay frog, Morty.
Oh jeez, Galf! Funniest shit I've ever seen.
I'm Pickle Frog.
Oh, already the
Frog
first
Rick.
section and we go off the rails. I miss D&D.
Work on my Morty impression until I have it down perfectly.
I Morty.
Ash is like just fucking making death saving throws over here.
Because-
But yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I should mention is Galf and Balasar and Hook. Your main weapons are not with you. So Balasar's sword, Hook's scimitar, and Galf's bow. I believe that's all. And Galf, you have a sword as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Asher, you have a quarterstaff, I believe, which you would not have. The only one of you who actually does have their weapon on them would be Edith.
Well, just for future reference, Balasar has a great axe.
Great axe, that was it. Sorry.
Also,
My
do I
hand
have
is
my
still a weapon, though, right?
Your hook is still there. Your hook is fine.
I'm
Take-
eating
we're
food
gonna
with
take that away from you.
Are my javelins allowed in the dining room?
No, your javelins would be taken away. Your armor is still allowed, but any weapons they would have taken off of you, unless you would have made any attempts to conceal them upon coming in. They would have been taken off of
Would
you.
you like to keister my great axe, please?
make me a sleight of hand check. You can shove it up there. Nope. You briefly considered it, but then thought, I'm not that ambitious.
I can get the handle up there, but when it becomes the head of the axe, it gets a bit difficult.
It's basically just a butt plug. Yeah. Anything you guys want to do in particular? Or are you just enjoying your breakfast?
Talking about our ancestors. Seems like common talk.
Okay, so your three of you are getting a bit to know each other a little bit. How much information are you giving up? Are you being open with oh, these are my parents, these are my siblings, this is the town I grew up in, or are you being lying or hiding anything?
Say I grew up on a boat. My dad was a sailor, my mom was a sailor, my granddad was a sailor, my other granddad was a sailor, my other grandma was a sailor. There's lots of sailors, lots of boats. And none of them frogs or dragons.
Wait, why were dragons?
I don't know, it's just...
No, that is Arctos saying that, not Balasar, because I don't think Balasar would have overheard.
Balasar's not really. Well, he probably would have. You can all overhear the conversation. It's a very cramped space, but
I'm very loud, probably.
yeah, you're also not really making attempts to be quiet. You probably overheard that comment about dragons, but like, whatever. You're used to it. Ever since you've been here, people are. You're not very common here.
Want to know
Everyone-
what I am? I'm blue. Dabu doo dabu da.
So, anything else? Asher, are you saying anything about your history? Whatever the fuck your name is, Frogman? Galf?
Galf.
I want to call you Gelf. I know Gelflings are like the thing in that movie.
Golf.
Golf. Golf? Galf?
Galf.
Galf. Gandalf.
It's pronounced Galf.
Pronounced Untunde. It's just a lot of silent letters.
It's actually pronounced Felv. Faf. Fef.
Faff. Faff. Can.
So you take the LF from half. You take the G from tough. You take A from some other word. Self-discovery.
Edith, you look over those things, and Adele turns to you. She's like, "Oh, I saw that too. Must be a lot of money in that sort of thing." The chest on the other table, that chest full of of cursed glass paraphernalia, and Adele just turns to you. She's like, "That must be a lot of money." Oh, looks like you still have a little bit of bite. Wonder if you'd still have that if you were missing your cane.
Based.
Okay. All right. The next 20, 30 minutes pass by, and everyone eats their breakfasts. It's pretty well made food, especially considering this is the third journey this train is ever making. You reckon they want to make a good impression, even though you're all second class passengers for this trip. The first class passengers, if you look over, they're definitely eating a bit nicer. They have a bit more space on their tables. They're getting a bit more service. The one maid, Catherine, the older woman, she seems to be mostly serving the first class passengers, and this rather diminutive tiefling woman is serving the rest of you. And the time passes by rather uneventful. That is until Edith. You would probably hear this, but everyone else, I want you to roll perception checks, because Edith's actually everyone roll perception checks. Why not?
I think this is the lowest starting perception
God.
my characters have ever had.
Oof.
All right. Perception.
Okay, so all of you except for Hook. Hook, you're just enthralled in this latest story about ships. Oh, this one story about ships. Arr. All the rest of you, you hear the sound of footsteps, but that's a bit strange because you hear quite a few footsteps, and from what you're seeing, this should basically be everyone on the train, apart from you don't see the guard or the conductor, but everyone else should be here in theory. But you hear some heavy footfalls coming from the cart ahead of you, so where the first class people would come from. Just quite a lot of footsteps. Is anyone doing anything immediately?
Eating more.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear this.
I know, but I just found the perfect art for Balasar.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay. Sort of clutching at your cane. Asher's just eating. Okay. You hear, or, well, most of you see. I'll check out this art first. Ooh. Yes.
Yeah.
That is very good art.
Yeah, Balasar is just eating and discussing with Max.
It's mostly listening to Max discuss to himself about stuff. You actually realize you don't really need to talk to him much to keep him entertained. But as you're talking, 5 figures walk through the door, and in the process knock over this person who's enjoying her meal. Boop, boop, boop. As they fan out. Nobody panic. Simply give us all your worldly possessions, and we'll leave you unharmed. Of course, if you don't comply, well, then I'm going to have to start cutting people. And you see 2 of these goons immediately move over and grapple these 2 women, trying to take off anything valuable that they have, so any of their jewelry, as this main figure starts approaching forwards. Most people start going to the sides.
You're approaching.
Everyone's yeah, and these ones seem to be approaching. Yeah. Is anyone doing anything as they're approaching?
Okay, we don't have any of our weapons, right? Like no axes and stuff.
The only weapons you guys have, Edith, you have your cane. Hook, you have your hook, and I believe that's every weapon you have.
Fudge.
Give me. Are you sure? You don't know where your great axe is. They took it away from you and put it in some room, probably, but they didn't let you. They took it from you when you entered the train. I mean, I can try and look for it if you want, but I don't know where they are. I don't know where any of the weapons are.
Yes, please look for it, because even if you can't find it, that at least gets you out of harm's way.
Do I have 50? Do I have my 50 feet of silk rope on me?
Yes, they were probably a bit confused as to why all of these people coming on this train had so much rope. But yeah, you will have your rope.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna take out this rope, and underneath the table, I'm gonna tie a knot, like a circle knot, like a lasso kind of thing.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check as you're doing this under the table.
Me
Edith
being a pirate, I'm like expert.
Edith, where did you want to hide? You're gonna try and go. You're tying this knot under a table while you're not looking at it, because you want to keep your eyes trained on these figures that come into the room. But you're like, you think you did a good job. I mean, you've tied these knots before. You want to hide? You could probably try and hide behind the table. You just have to get past Adele.
Wait, do I still have my crowbar?
Probably not. Crowbar is a bit too. Okay, you say move your bitch. Give me a stealth check as you're hiding behind the table. Balasar, you're looking around. I'll say for now that your action sort of this time was telling him what to do. So Asher and Galf, you can still do something. You're hiding. I mean, basically that means if they can't perceive you when you're that stealthy, you feel well hidden. You feel quite well hidden.
Is there anything on the ceiling of this train?
What do you mean? What like hanging? There's some hanging lights along the center. But other than that, it's quite smooth. It's got a curved roof as well. Only a very slightly curved roof.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. my backstory gave me a belaying pin, which is like a stick, and it counts as a club weapon. Would they have taken away my stick?
They probably would have.
Damn it!
Unless you were like trying to hide these sorts of weapons amongst yourselves, they would have taken everything, all the weapons. So yeah, what are you two doing? You can choose to do nothing.
I guess, yeah.
The rest of these people are just basically crowding out. These ones actually will leave. They'll basically just. These 4 guys are going to just dash out of the room. Basically, they're going back out towards the recreational room. Ash, are you doing anything, or are you doing nothing? You mean stealth forward and go into the table? I would say so. Yeah, give me a stealth check. I would say give me a stealth check with disadvantage because it's quite a distance to travel. Okay, just under the third. Yeah, okay, then that would just be a stealth check if you're just like duck and hide under the table. You get under the table. They can clearly see you hiding under there, and the leader of these group of goons seems to look at you quite clearly that he's seen you, but you've already moved here. You'll pretend. Okay, give me a performance check. Yeah, it's easy enough to seem scared. They look like quite an intimidating presence, and you think they'll probably buy it that you're scared, but they can definitely still see you. But this is sort of this will sort of be on your next turn effectively because this is not an initiative, but it's a loose order of things. With this, Max is going to make a run for it. He's going to run over, but Adele is going to grab him by the arm. Says, "I don't think you're going anywhere with that chest." Just grabbed onto Max's arm. Drop it. And Max is like, okay. And he slowly puts the chest down, and Adele picks it up. You can try. Are you gonna attack her? Okay. Give me an attack with advantage, and an assassinate attack with advantage and sneak attack. So you get all your bonuses. If you need help, just ask. So this tense moment as people are walking around, you see her pull up the cane and a small blade. That's not even sneak attack. That is sneak.
Sneak on it.
Yeah, you got the sneak attack. So that's 21 points of damage if I'm doing math right. You stab her in the back of no, you want to try and cut her arm off. Your blade isn't very good at cutting arms off, but you jam it right into her shoulder, and it looks like it hurts. She actually drops her grip on Max, but still holding tightly onto this chest. As you do 21 points of damage to her. You bitch! And now I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative. So please click on your character and then roll the initiative.
No.
I'm actually gonna change to a combat token.
Hook, why is your name in like single apostrophes?
That's a nickname.
Yeah. My name's Richard.
Dick?
Dick Hook.
No, Richard.
He's called Dick Hook because he's got a Prince Albert.
Yo, what up, Dick Hook?
You'll never guess my last name.
Long.
Extra large.
Richard Long.
It's not rolling great.
Like I like to point out, my first 3 rolls were all 5s.
That's all you get. I'm sorry. You are 5.
Sad. Okay, hold on. Okay, Adele, the Quag, the goons, and Valia are all bad, right? The rest are good?
You don't know.
Okay,
They might be working with them.
that's fair.
So top of the turn is Hook. Hook, you just turn around and see this old lady stab this woman in the back. As it's fairly easy to see from your position that she's working with these bandits. He ran, and got. But you told Max to run. He'll do that on his turn.
Period.
Okay, I couldn't tie a rope and then throw it, right? In one turn?
Well, you tied the rope already.
Well, it's like really, really shit.
I mean, yeah. Now that you take it out from on the table, you see this is like a really shit knot.
But could I tie it and then throw it, or then I cannot not?
I would no. I probably would say no.
Fucking anyway, even if it's shit not, I'm gonna try to lasso this. Well, can I throw a rope 30 feet? Sure, I throw ropes all the time as a boat person.
Boat person.
Yeah, you
Dude,
know, you
you're
got
a
like,
boat?
yes, I identify it as a boat.
Damn.
I'm gonna use my skills of throwing ropes to hook up ships. I'm
Hook?
gonna. What you did? They're on hooks, ropes. Where
No,
you put them on?
no. Your name.
Yeah, that's how I got my name, from hook and ropes. I'm gonna try to lasso this Quag, dude. Quag.
Okay.
Quag.
Give me a. give me.
That sounds like slang. I'm trying to lasso this Quag real quick.
Lasting a quag sounds like it sounds like a weird sex thing. Bro, how many quags did you last night?
Dude, I lassoed so many Quags. Holy shit.
It's short for Quagmire.
All right, what do I give you? What do I roll?
Give me an athletics check.
Damn it! God.
The rope goes about halfway to him, and the knot comes loose. What would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
Run at him.
Based? What the heck?
I have 25 speed, so
Only 25.
I think, right? Isn't that you? 30. Never mind. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm gonna just run up to his
Topple
face.
him over.
I can't do anything else because I wasted it. But
And with that, it is the goons' turn.
Goon.
One of them is going to move up to the poorly hidden Asher and is going to be like, I see you there, little man. Give me what you got. These two are going to... They've taken their goods from these women, and this one's going to rough up this one. This one's going to move over here to this lady in... I know she's got green dress in the icon, but she's actually wearing a red dress. This last one, is going to move up to Hook, seeing him take quite an aggressive action, running up to Quag like that, and is going to attack you.
Damn.
that bastard.
Anything
He's going
but
to... He's going to make 2 rapier strikes. First one misses, but the second one is going to hit. Take 9 points of piercing damage. And fuck it. He's going to use his action surge. Make another 2 attacks.
He's just gonna kill me instantly. Yeah,
Take another 18 points of slashing damage.
maybe it wasn't so
Which we
smart.
wouldn't hurt anyone unless you tried funny business.
I was just exercising.
With that, it's Adele's turn. Adele, looking around, seeing Edith behind her with his blade, is going to Hmm. I need to get a character sheet, see what she can do. She is going to move 10 feet here. Edith, if you want, you can take an attack of opportunity. Which is basically you can just make a free attack. It won't be with sneak attack or any advantage. It would just be a normal, flat, non-assassinate attack. So this, I think it's the second attack on your sheet. Yeah, you can try. No advantage, no sneak attack, no nothing. Just a normal standard attack. No, not. Let me just. Should be the second one. So the third one is your assassinate, which is like when you surprise people. The second one is just your standard one. Yeah, hidden blade. That is actually going to hit. You don't get the sneak attack damage. You just get the piercing damage. So it takes those 10 points of piercing damage. You cut her across the side as she's running away. But she turns to you and pulls up. She pulls up a hidden compartment in her leg, and out comes, outfolds a heavy crossbow.
Bae?
And she holds it up to you and is like, "You'll pay for this." She's going to shoot you with her crossbow. She's going to load up one of her special ammunitions as well. So she's going to use. Ooh, you see a. You see an olive-colored crystal glow brightly as she fires it. Hopefully hits you. I mean, hopefully for her. Does a 12 hit you? No, it does not. You have an AC of 16, so you just duck as this bolt just pierces the wall behind you. She's like, shit. And she leaves. She runs out this door. With that, it's Edith's turn. Okay. So where do you want to try and hide? Do you want to try hiding under a table, or... Okay. Just move to a table you want to hide under. Okay. And you can make a stealth check for me. So you're underneath it. Okay, you feel reasonably well hidden. Hopefully the chaos around you helps. Is that all? Okay. With that, it's Balasar's turn.
Balasar.
You watch as this woman's running off with Max's chest, but you also see behind you this strange pirate man is getting pretty fucked up.
Hook no.
Probably an action. If it's just you're looking for an improvised weapon, I'd say a bonus action. But if you're looking for if you're trying to find your weapons, it would be an action. You'd have to look for a place.
I'm looking
But if you're just looking
for any kind of like kitchen knife or cleaver.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Wait, I just realized. What would be the stats on that versus just biting them?
You'd think a cleaver would probably be better, I imagine.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do the bonus action to try to find like a cleaver or something.
Okay, yeah, just give me a perception check. Looking around, you see some butter knives, and across the table, where the table under Asher, the table that Asher is underneath, you see a steak knife, but that's all you see.
Would the steak knife be better than like biting, or?
I would say your biting would probably count as an unarmed strike, so it would be just 1 plus your strength modifier. So yeah, it would probably be better.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Running over to here, grabbing the steak knife.
Okay.
Then, because I see an opportunity, I'm gonna run here. Wait, no, I can't do that. Never mind. I had a plan that I realized Catherine would be in the way.
Thank Catherine.
So instead, I'm going to...
I mean, you're not wrong. She's a bit of a bitch.
Okay, so I'm going. So I grabbed the steak knife and stuff. I'm going to move up. I'm going to move to here, and then can I cast Shield of Faith on Hook?
You certainly can.
Okay, so Hook has an additional 2 AC.
Nice. Yeah, that looks like Shield of Faith. And you're concentrating on that, I imagine?
Yeah, it's concentration.
Okay.
Here, take this. It will help you.
Thanks.
Is that the end of your turn?
Would be my movement, and then my action / bonus action would be a mix of grabbing the steak knife and yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so with that, it's Quag's turn.
Quag.
He sees that Hook's pretty fucked up. You still have time to give up all your money. It's not too late. But for you, and he ducks to the side and jumps up on this table. He's going to pull out his crossbow. I never liked Dragonborn. And he's going to shoot you.
Damn.
His
Racist.
character. Where the fuck? it just pings off the armor. Oh fuck. And with that, it's Galf's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire
Okay.
on just like this area right here.
Okay, so you'll get 3 goons, Quag, and Catherine.
Yeah.
Okay. They need to make dexterity saving throws. Okay, so Catherine succeeds. Goon 1 succeeds. Goon 2 succeeds. Goon 3 succeeds. Quag fails.
I mean,
One
that
guy
just
failed.
makes it covered in light if it fails.
Any creature in the area when the spell is cast outline in light for the duration. Yeah, it's only they're only affected by it. They're only affected by the attack roll thing if they get hit by the if they fail the save.
Is it?
Otherwise, Fairy Fire would be so OP.
Each object.
Yeah, any creature in the area when the spell is cast is outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. And affected creatures shed dim light and blah blah blah. Any
Okay.
attack roll made against an affected creature. So yeah, it's only Quag.
Oof.
They rolled really good.
Alright, and I'm
You're
gonna...
concentrating on that.
Can I move in here?
Yeah, it's unlocked. You can move inside. You see a cook who seems to be in the process of picking up a pretty hefty looking meat cleaver.
Yoink.
You can take it from him.
I don't think I actually have enough movement to even get over to him.
I mean, you can see along this kitchen there's a whole bunch of like kitchen apparatus.
I mean, if there's any like knife or anything.
Yeah, it's easy enough to find a steak knife.
Alright, just yoink that.
Cool. With that, it's the NPC's turns. So these ones going to run away. They're running out this way. This one's getting shaken up, so these two are not going to run away because they're right in front of this goon. These ones are most going to stay put in fear. Catherine is going to. Fuck, she's kind of caught. She's going to hide under the table, I think. Max is going to be a bit confused as to what to do because he just saw the woman leave there. He's actually going to poke his head out. She's climbing off on top of the train, and he's going to sort of just back up there. And Quiet is going to very cautiously move up a bit, and she's going to just sit there, get over there a bit. The cook is going to come out here, and is basically just holding this meat cleaver right by the door, and just like readying an action effectively. And I think that's everyone. So with that, it's Ash's turn. I would say no. He's looking right at you. He doesn't really. He's sort of anticipating an attack right now with all the fighting going on around him. So, but you can still definitely attack him. I don't think you'd get advantage. But there's a big fight going on around him. He's gearing up for a fight. Okay, throw out the first punch. It unfortunately goes wide, and he backs off a bit. Just one punch.
One punch.
One punch. He's sort of just he didn't back away because it's not his turn. It's just you're in combat, so you sort of throw your first punch. He can't really back. Yeah, sort of. Okay, you punch second time with your bonus action. It's your bonus action. No, you make two. I can't remember how many attacks you get. My brain just melted. Have one attack with your action right now, and it's level 5. You get 2 attacks, I think. Yeah, so you get that's it. Action, and then your bonus action, your second attack. That's gonna unfortunately not hit. Just deflects off of his armor. Yeah, these guys are all wearing some pretty nice looking leather armor.
Dang.
But they don't look like scrappy bandits. They look like relatively organized bandits. You still got your movement if you would like to move. You can spend a key point to try another punch if you want. Okay. But the first you punch, he does sounds like nice try, and then the third punch, you just punch him square in the jaw, sends him back a little bit. But these guys look like they can take a bit of a beating. Do you want to move? Okay, with that, we're back at the top to Hook. Hook, you just got your body cut up quite heavily by this guy.
All right, I'm gonna use my second wind feature and get me some health back.
Okay.
1d10 plus 4. 12 health back.
Nice. You heal up by 12?
I do. There, yep. Okay, and then I'm going to use my ship's passage and get a ship. No, I'm going to action surge and attack twice.
Okay. Attacking this goon in front of you?
Yep.
Cool. The first one's going to hit, the second one's going to miss, unfortunately.
That's
you actually
tragic.
can. Oh, yeah, you can attack twice. Because you action surge.
Yeah.
So yeah, your first attack hits, digs into him a bit, but this guy looks a bit tough. Mostly just gets into the armor.
I can't like punch with one arm and then hook with
Not
the
really.
other, and that counts as a dual wielding. You know?
No,
Okay.
otherwise monks would be even more OP.
Yeah.
Do you want to move?
Oh, no, because he would attack me.
Okay, then with that, it's the goon's turns. Let's do your goon first. Goon's going to attack Hook. Just gets 2 attacks. Slash. Your AC is 16 right now, so those are both going to hit, unfortunately. Take 10 points of piercing damage. This goon that was brawling with Asher, he's going to attack you twice. Just slashing out twice. Seeing as you're not playing you're not playing along to his game. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Slash. Second attack, I believe, is good. No, second attack does hit. Beats your AC. It draws with your AC, so it hits. So you take 9 points of piercing damage. This goon is going to get into a bit of a tuffle with this woman in red here, and is going to take off a beautiful-looking ruby necklace around her neck. Meanwhile, this goon is going to, seeing it's getting a bit rough there, he's going to join this fray and he's going to just move up. He's going to actually move quite a bit far. He's going to move past Hook. Hook, if you want, you can take an attack of opportunity.
Can Barris also make an attack of opportunity?
He's not going into the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Barris
That's
is
an
into,
actual-
yeah, that's like an actual like walled off kitchen. Would you like to take an attack of Would you like to take an attack of opportunity, Hook?
Oh yes. Sorry. Boop.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not enough. Adele is going to do stuff that you can't see. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop,
That's the
boop.
girl on top of the train, right?
Yeah. Girl on the train.
Sounds like a romance novel.
Sure. Girl on the Train is definitely a romance novel.
Is that an actual thing?
It's a film. It's not a romance thing, so it's a thriller. It's like the complete opposite of a romance. The guy in it is a dickhead. Edith, it's your turn. You see this goon approaching you. Okay, make just one normal attack against him. Actually, he's gonna have to make a perception check because you're under the table, aren't you? He does see you though. You didn't roll too high on your stealth that time, so he does see you. So it would just be a normal attack. You jab it forward and try and go for his eye, but he manages to back off just in time to avoid the attack. You can still move. You've got your bonus action. Okay. If you want, you can use your bonus action to disengage. So that means they don't attack you. Cool. Okay, you've moved up to where Asher is, and that's all you can do. So with that, it's Balasar's turn. Balasar.
Balasar.
Okay, so seeing the special position of Quag and one of the goons, Balasar will open his mouth and shoot out a jet of lightning at them.
Okay. They need to do what? They need to make dex saves, I believe.
Yeah, it's a dex save DC 13.
Okay, so Quag got a natural 1, and the goon got a 3, so I'm going to say Quag takes double damage. Since he's right in the force of this, he doesn't expect this. You hear him talk shit about Dragonborn. He doesn't know nothing yet, so he's going to take double damage. As his lightning courses through his body and shoots off to the goon behind him, dealing 7 points.
And after that, because I still have my bonus action,
Yep.
I am going to... I'm going to cast Divine Favor on myself as a bonus action, which
Okay.
until the spell ends, my weapon attacks. Wait, the steak knife would count as a weapon, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will deal an extra 1d4 radiant.
Okay, you can just cast that spell so we can all see it. Just because. Okay, so it's concentration as well. So Hook will lose
okay,
his.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna drop that.
Okay, you're not going to do it. Okay. Anything else, or
Instead, because it isn't concentration, I'm going to cast. Actually, no. I'm good.
okay? With that,
I'm
it's
good.
Quag's turn. Quag is going to look around. He thinks he's got the situation under control. He is going to move. He's going to move to the side a bit. He's actually going to grab this woman. He's going to make a grapple check against her, which, yeah, easily does. So he's grappling her. He pulls out one of his rapiers and holds it to her throat. And it's going to be like, cooperate or she dies. Looking directly towards Balasar. That's all he's going to do. With that, it's Galf's turn.
Galf, Galf.
Galf!
All right. It's that Quag boy over there. Is Quag attacking this woman?
He's grappling her right now and holding a sword to her throat.
Fuck you. Get the hell out of here. I'm gonna attack him with the knife.
You have advantage because of fairy fire.
What's the roll?
Do you have a dagger?
I'll just add that, I guess.
Yeah, it would just be a dagger.
I can just drag that onto my character sheet real fast. Whoop. And... Ooh, I forgot to do advantage. But whatever.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't have Hunter's Mark. Ignore that.
It's okay. I'll just build that 5 points piercing damage. Just sort of stab him in the shin. It's like, fuck off, frog. Okay. With that, it's the NPC's turn. Max is going to basically make a note check. She's getting away, and sort of just looks around nervously. You see these girls are going to back up. And she's going to have to stay there because the spoon is kind of engaged with her. Catherine's still hiding. This one is going to try and get herself free. Seeing that she's got like quite a few big, strong men and one frog boy near her, she's going to try and struggle her way free, which she fails to do. She just is failing to struggle against this guy. And with that, it's Ash's turn. Attack.
Tac.
Just punchy punch. First punch gonna hit, second punch gonna miss. If you want to spend a key point, you can to do a flurry of blows. Unfortunately, this third one, you just punch the metal and it goes right through your funny bone. Your funny bone. Is that bone in your arm that like makes a tingly? You know when you knock your elbow or something and it sends tingles all up your arm? It's called the funny bone, or the humerus. Yeah, the official name of the bone is the humerus bone, but because humerus also means funny in English, they called it the funny bone. And that's been your bone fact of the day.
The more you know.
The more you know. Is that everything? Or you can still move? Okay. With that, it's Hook's turn.
So I'm kind of what as they call kind of fucked. So so I've already messed up pretty bad by being too ballsy. So I'm gonna go and be more ballsy. So if I run past this guy and he gets an attack of opportunity, it's just one attack, right? It's not
Yeah,
two.
it's just one attack.
Okay. I'm gonna do that and pray he doesn't hit me.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over here and grapple the grappler.
Okay. I'll make that attack of opportunity first.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank God.
misses completely. He actually cuts down and like gets his rapier a little bit stuck in the chair, and he has to pull it free. And this chair's actually completely fucked up now.
Wow, how rude, that guy. Come on.
And you're going to make a grapple check. So give me an athletics check, and he'll make an athletics check as well. He rolled a 3.
Yay.
So yeah, you managed to grapple him, and I'll say with that you managed to this woman managed to wriggle herself free because it's a bit weird having like a chain of grapple going on, and she managed to wriggle herself free. Cool.
Also,
That's
wait,
your action.
wait. Okay. Because I'm grappling him with my hands, and one of my hands is a hook. Does that do more damage? Can I?
No, I would say it probably doesn't.
Dang
Okay,
it.
then.
I mean, maybe next turn you could try and dig your hook into him, I guess.
All right.
That
Well,
sounds like sex thing.
if it gets to that point,
Oh,
I don't think I can really do anything else.
baby lasso
Okay.
the Quag.
Lassing the Quag. That's the best first episode title ever.
Holy shit, that actually has to be the title.
Okay. That it's the goon's turn. Okay. This one is kind of like looking between Edith and Max, and is gonna go for Edith. So he's gonna just jump up, go behind you, and it's just gonna go all out with 4 slashes. Gonna use his action surge. Just 4 slashes. Oof. Okay, so
Ooh.
2 of those are gonna hit. One of them is a crit. So you're going to take a total of 24 points of piercing damage as you just like slash, 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 slash. So it's more like slashing damage. I don't know why it's listed as piercing damage. But you are severely fucked up from cuts across your back. This goon looks around. He's pretty satisfied with what he's got, so he's gonna move out. He's gonna go there. We're dealing with many character sheets. Okay, the other 2 goons, one is going to go for Balasar, and the other one is probably going to go for Galf, going right up to his leader like that.
Oh.
So, 2 attacks against Balasar. Both going to just ting off the armor.
Yeah,
And
they
the other one's going to attack Gal. 1 good hit in, doing 8 points of damage, and fuck it, he's going to use his action surge as well. Make a further 2 attacks against Gal. Oof, doing 20 points of damage in total. You're all looking pretty injured. Adele is up. Who knows what she is doing? Except for me. I know what she's doing.
Max knows, right? Apparently.
Well, Max saw her go up on the train. Okay,
Okay.
that's what Adele did. I'm gonna actually need to make a. Okay. The dice do what the dice do. With that, it's Edith's turn. Edith, you're pretty heavily injured right now. if you can find a place to hide. You could definitely run into the kitchen to hide from there. But you're kind of surrounded otherwise. You can spend a. Oh, you think you do mean the guy? Yeah, you probably will. But to be honest, your character doesn't see him. The door's been closed the whole time, like only when people run in. Okay, just make a standard attack against him. No sneak attack, but you do get the 10 piercing damage. Just a quick little shank. Ow, my foot. You can disengage with a bonus action, and you can move. Okay. Going under or over? Okay. You don't get to hide this turn because you've already used all of your stuff, but you're getting under. Cool. With that, it's Balasar's turn. Pretty much the only healthy person left.
Okay, so a question. If I were to stab the goon in the arm, would I be able to potentially, as an action, stab him in the arm, and then as a bonus action, try to grab the rapier from him?
I'd say you'd have to pick one or the other.
Okay. Would it be possible if I rolled high enough on my stab in the arm, which I would have the roll of disadvantage because I'm aiming for a specific spot? If it ends up both hitting and being high enough, would it be possible for him to drop the rapier?
I'll say so. You won't have disadvantage. Instead, I'll just boost his AC.
Okay.
But it's gonna be tough to hit. Tell you that much.
I'm gonna try that because if I can get the rapier, it's a much better position to be in.
Okay.
Okay, what do I roll? What do I roll?
Do you have a dagger in your inventory?
No.
Okay, I'll quickly add one for you. Because it's basically just be a dagger attack. Does that work?
I don't see anything, but just what would I roll? Like, can I just roll a d20 and then we figure out whatever the modifier would be?
Yeah, let's do that.
That's not hitting either way.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. It was a good attempt, but unfortunately it did not hit. Anything else?
Okay, so then with my bonus action, I'm going to use... Actually, I'm not going to do anything with my bonus action. Instead, what I'm going to do is... No, I'm just done with my turn. I tried to make my stab. It didn't work.
Okay. With that, it's Quag's turn. He is grappled. He's going to attempt to break free. So give me an athletics check, please, Hook.
Alright.
Just enough. You rolled 13 in total. So yeah, he's continuing to be grappled, and he spent his action trying to break free.
Suck it, guy.
Yeah. With that, it's Galf's turn.
I should do this more.
It's very good if you have like a barbarian or strong fighter. Just grab someone and just hold. It's very good if you have like you're against one tough enemy. But yeah, Galf is up. Bongo.
He's muted, so I assume he's doing something.
Yeah, probably. Okay. I guess Galf will make an attack because I assume that's what Galf would do, right? Actually, I won't assume for him. Well, just keep going in turns. Just everyone, please remember when Bongo gets back, the Galf has a turn because NPCs, like no bad guys, having a turn for a while. So NPCs, Quiet is going to look over at this goon. It's going to be like, I'm sorry about this, and is going to cast darkness and completely enclose this area here with darkness. He's going to step out of it, and she's actually going to probably step in front of Edith, and it's like, I'll try and keep him away from you if I can. The other NPCs of note. These ones are getting out of here. So these ones are all off the page. Catherine is still just cowering there. This one's going to... Yeah, she can run away safely. She's going to sort of give a thankful look towards Hook as she runs, and she's just going to... Yeah, she's going to spend her whole
Can I
turn running
wink,
out.
or is that a bonus action?
I'll say it's a reaction. So yeah, you can wink. Give me a persuasion check.
Also, I have an iPad, so still.
Yeah, that's why it's a persuasion check to see if it...
Oh! The only thing I can roll
definitely
get at.
understands. She definitely understands. A very good use of a natural 20 is winking with an iPad.
Roll shit all day, and now I wink once, and I'm an expert.
This guy's going to go out, seeing this fast. He's like, I'm fucking sick of this. I'm just going to slam this meat cleaver down into this goon. He's going to miss completely. Pretty pathetic. Barris, you're a cook. You should be good at cutting meat. With that, it's Asher's turn. Asher's still sort of like awkwardly tucked underneath this table as this fight is going on in front of him. Lying. Yeah, your turn. Yeah, you got... No one's dead, I don't think. The three goons are still alive, and this Quag dude. They're the guys you can see. And behind you, you see this like orb of darkness that's just materialized. That's completely surrounding you, and you can't actually see anything in that zone. That is going to be enough. Simple punch. Phew, your bonus action punch. It's a critical hit. People can't really see that well underneath the table. He's on 1 hit point. People can't see that one on the table. You might be see like a slim glow, not slim, a slight glow from underneath the table, but in the midst of this combat, people are not paying attention to it. So yeah, nothing. And you're spending the key point for the last strike. Yeah, okay. You spend the key point, but unfortunately you miss. This guy's on... Your sudden transformation took you a bit off guard, and you punch with a little bit less force than you anticipated. You're like, oh, that happened again. Okay. With that, it is Hook's turn.
I
I-E-I-O-U.
Can I try to hook him while I'm grappling him?
I will say give me an athletics check, just to see if you can dig your hook into him.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll say so. Give me just... Roll me a hook attack, and we'll take the damage off that. Yeah, you sort of, you're digging your hook into his neck a bit, and it's seeming to be pretty tough for him. Takes 6 points of slashing damage. I'll say this is 6 points of piercing damage, probably, because you're piercing it right into his neck. Yeah.
sure, nice.
Anything else?
Just hold on tight.
Okay. Spooning him hard. It's the goons' turns. Bongo, are you here? Bongo, are you here? Okay. It's your turn when you get here.
All right. Okay, so I'm here. All right. Oh, this goon looks pretty beat up.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just one tap that boy. Actually, wait. Should I? First, let's. Okay, wait. I'm gonna gather my swarm.
Ooh.
So that gives me 1d6 extra damage on any attack that hits with a weapon.
What do these tiny beasts of your choice look like?
Beast. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna say they're like just little flies, you know, but
Okay.
like not like as little as flies, but like kind of bigger,
Okay.
strong flies.
Hench fly.
All right, let's go, boys. Get that hit.
You just take this dagger and just shank, and the flies just infest the wound and come out of his mouth. Sure, why not?
Oh, dang.
And he just slumps to the floor. As he slumps to the floor, you sort of are looking underneath the table because you're a bit lower than everyone else, and you see Asher looks a little bit different.
What are we talking about different here?
Well, his hair is longer and his breasts are bigger.
Dang.
You sure his breasts were always pretty big.
To be honest, his pecs are pretty big, so not a huge difference. And
Dude,
it's
you've
not,
been working out some more
yeah.
under the table? Build up the
they're just sticking out there. They're like Tomb Raider 1 Lara Croft triangle tits. But you don't have too much time to react to that, as it's now the goons' turns. Goons. The goons. One of the goons is going to try and like stumble his way out of the darkness. With a natural 20, he does. He stumbles his way out here and happens to find his way into Ash's face. It's like he looks at you a bit confused for a second, but is going to slash at you anyway. Distracted by your beauty, he misses his second strike completely. The other remaining living goon, is going to look to the sides. He's going to go up to Hook, actually. Yeah, he's going to move out of Balasar's threatened range. So, Balasar, if you want to make an attack of opportunity, you can.
Better not.
How dare you?
Okay, so attack of opportunity. We're just gonna roll the d20 again.
Yeah.
I don't have a dagger still. That's not gonna hit no matter what the bonus to the dagger is.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to hit. Swing wide as he goes and approaches Hook, and the goon is going to make 2 strikes. Actually,
I'm dead. I'm so dead.
yeah, he'll make 2 strikes. He sees how hurt you are.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of those is going to hit, dealing 10 points of piercing damage,
Yeah,
and you fall limp.
Wait, does that hit? Oh yeah,
It
because
does, yeah.
yeah,
Just.
yeah. 6. Okay, yeah. Right.
Okay. That's it for the goons. Adele. Okay. Adele is going to have to do this. Okay. Edith, roll me a perception check. You'd have to roll really high to hear this. Very faintly, you hear you mostly feel a small bump. Like somewhere back on the train, it just ran over something.
Jeez, we just ran over a down.
Just very very faintly, and in the distance you can hear this. Well, better take her off the initiative tracker. And with it's Edith's turn. I mean, you don't know what's happened. You just hear a thud in the distance, and you think maybe you just ran over a rock or something.
Yeah, rock. I mean, probably has the same number of brain cells.
Whoa!
You can,
Sick
but
one.
it will be with disadvantage because it's not really a throwing weapon. Yeah, you can hide. You can go into the kitchen and hide in there. Cool. Just give me a stealth check. Yeah, you feel reasonably well hidden, especially with the door being closed behind you. With that, it is Balasar's turn.
Balasar.
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do. Gonna move here. Use 10 land hands points to get Hook back up using my bonus action.
Is it bonus action or an action?
I think it's an action.
Let me check.
As an action, you can touch creature and draw power from the blah 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 blah. So it's an action.
Okay, so it's an action. In that case, I'm gonna move to a slightly better position for this. Gonna be here instead of there.
Well, you were here before, yeah? Yeah, okay.
Actually, I was.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I was just making sure you weren't
still
moving
low.
out of Quag's threatened square.
So I'm gonna do that. Question is Shield of Faith broken when he goes unconscious?
No, you're still concentrating on it, so
Okay,
it's fine.
cool.
And with that, it's Quag's turn. Quag is going to turn to you. You fell to the ground when you were when you got knocked unconscious. So he's going to make. He's pissed off that you jumped on his back, so he's going to take 2 advantage melee attacks against you. He's going to pull out his long swords. I thought he had scimitars. He has long swords apparently, so that's fine. So both of those going to hit. You're going to
Why is he
take.
making them with advantage?
Huh?
Is he making them with advantage?
Yeah, because he fell prone when he got knocked unconscious. So you're going to go down again to below 0. That's like I'm not going to count the exact damage because it doesn't really matter. But yeah.
Oof.
And the Quag's kind of surrounded. He can't really run anywhere, so he's going to stay put. And with that, it's Galf's turn.
All right. Well. What do I want to do here? I'm just gonna attack.
Okay.
Dang you! I should have fucking just grabbed 2 daggers. I'm stupid. I just realized that. All this time.
I mean, anyone of you can use 2 daggers, really.
Fuck.
Just the second attack's shitter. In all fairness, Balasar only found 1 weapon because he only found the steak knife. But yeah, you stab with this kitchen knife. 9 points of damage. You have advantage on the attack, but
Well. I'll just
But
roll.
boot.
Okay, it wasn't a 20.
okay. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right. And then with that, it's the NPCs' turns. Barris is going to. Yeah, he's going to move up and he's going to try and grapple this goon. He is actually going to be able to do it. So he's grappled this goon. And I believe Quiet is the only other NPC. Quiet's going to drop this magical darkness, so it's not really benefiting her anymore. And she's going to move. Catherine's just cowering under the table. Quiet's actually going to run away. Quiet's going to sprint out of the room.
Pussy.
Max is just he's sort of like just frozen a bit now. He saw the woman go out and he shouted at that Adele's gone onto the roof, but nobody seemed to react to it. So he's just sort of like awkwardly standing there. Okay, and with that, it is Ash's turn.
Asha.
Asha.
Asha. Asha.
Ash, baby. Punch.
One.
Punch. You've got one last key point, I think. Do you want to go for a third punch? Nope. Okay, saving it. So you punch out a few times, but this guy seems to be blocking your attacks. You're still a little bit frazzled. Frazzled? Sure, frazzled. From changing forms. And you're just not getting into the swing of things yet. Would you like to move? Oh god. That is an amazing picture. That's like every rogue in D&D ever. That's just what Edith's been doing. This is Edith ambushing Adele. Okay, it's Hook's turn. Oh, Hook, please make a death saving throw.
Oh yay!
Oh.
Can't wait to lose a player character in session 1.
Hook gets a 1.
Well, it wasn't a 1. It wasn't a 1. Okay, so that's one failure. Lime, don't say it. Do not say what are the odds.
What are the odds, though? Like,
This is
actually, I've
my-
been wondering all this time.
This is my most complex character backstory yet. He's gonna die session 1.
Okay, Lime said it, so if he doesn't get healed, he's fucking rolling a natural 1. Okay,
I mean,
Goon's
like-
turns.
There's only 1 in 20 odds of him getting a 1, so that's like 5%. So
The Goon's
Wow,
looking
you
around.
finally answered the question. What are the odds?
People are looking kind of rough. The Goons... This Goon's going to make a break for it. No, he's not, because he's grappled. He's going to try and break free. Fucking Barris. He fails to break free from the grapple. That guy's grapple. This other Goon. Let's see how greedy he is. Okay, he's pretty greedy. Let me take a look at Ash's character sheet real quick. This guy is going to make a grab for the little talisman around your neck, Asher. So you're going to need to give me an athletics check or an acrobatics check to try and avoid him grabbing it from you. Curse 2, with it happened twice, where you said, what are the odds? And then they rolled a natural 1, but then the third one fucked up in a smaller way. Oh yeah, you definitely dodge out of the way. Seems to try and make a swipe for your talisman, but he just gonna make a break for it instead. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he runs away. You can make an attack of opportunity if you would like. Oh yeah, don't forget by the way, you have Savage Attacker, which means like you can re-roll low damage dice if you like once per turn. Yeah, it's easy to forget about new character stuff. Like, oh yeah, that's gonna hit. 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Just a little slap on the arse as it goes away. Yes. It's once per turn, so I'll allow it as a reaction. And you can keep either total, so you can keep. So you rolled a 2. Just roll 1d4. The easiest way of doing it. /R space 1d4. Yeah, because that's your punch damage. Yeah, it's 1d4 plus 3. So you can roll the 1d4, and we'll see if it's... Yeah, you can roll 1d4 plus 3 if you want it instead. That works just as well. No, you're just that good that you rolled a 5 on a 1d4. What are the odds?
Stop saying that, please.
This is like the last opportunity you'll have to do it this turn. So you might as well, because you can take either total. So it's like you get 1 per turn, you can do it.
Okay, so the odds. What are they?
Okay, so yeah, he takes 5 points of damage. And with that, it is Edith's turn. You're going to ready an attack? Okay, so you're holding your action to attack if someone comes in. Cool, cool. With that, it's his Balasar's turn. Balasar.
Okay, so here's what Balasar is going to do. I'm going to move up to Quag and put the steak knife to his throat. Now look, you have 2 choices here. Either you can keep fighting, or you can give up. Give over your weapons or give up your life. Seems like a pretty obvious choice to me.
Give me an intimidation check. He looks you up and down and spits in your face.
Okay, I'm going to slash the knife against his throat then.
Okay, make an attack with advantage. Just roll 2d20. The second one definitely going to hit. That's going to be... just roll 1d4 plus your strength modifier, which I'm not sure what that is.
Ooh.
8 points.
Damage.
Now do we have an understanding?
He looks at you angrily, and it's his turn. Okay, seeing the situation. Oh, that's stupid. Don't have much left. Okay, he's going to disengage from Balasar. And he's going to move here, and he's going to jump out of the window. So Asher and Galf both get attacks of opportunity. Oh no, Asher doesn't because she already used hers. But she already used her reaction. But Galf, you can get an attack of opportunity.
Woo!
Neat question. Does he take damage from smashing through the glass?
There's no glass.
Oh, wait,
it's just open framed windows. It's easy enough for him to fit through.
Alright, that should hit. Forgot that
Yeah,
it was
so is it
advantage.
an advantage? Yes, that will hit for... I'll just take the first damage for 10 points of damage. Okay. Now he's going to take some full damage. He's going to make an acrobatics check to see if he can reduce it, which he does not. And he's going to take 6 points of fall damage. He was on 6 HP.
So do we watch as he just jumps out the window?
Basically, he's getting ready to jump out the window. He seems like he's healthy enough to survive the drop, but Galf just sort of like shanks him in the back, and he sort of stumbles out and then just splat, neck cracked on the floor. I'll count that as a Galf kill. With that, we have one last goon who's been restrained. It's the NPC's turns. It's about this time that Quiet comes back, clutching at all of your
what
weapons.
happened to my turn?
She's pulled. She's
That is a smart person
that is
right there.
why
that did that.
because I deleted that. Yeah, so it's your turn. Sorry,
I was like, what?
I deleted the other guy, and yeah, okay, it's your turn.
All right.
Goon with max health of the.
I'm gonna heal.
Oh yeah,
Hook.
him. Didn't notice him.
Yay!
Okay. With one force damage.
One force.
Is that enough to revive me? I was like negative
Yeah.
something, right?
No, it's because it starts at 0 whenever you heal.
Oh, okay.
That's why lay on hands is so good. You just need to put 1 point of healing in someone as like a defibrillator.
I keep my failure, right?
No, resets whenever you get healed.
Okay. No, I keep it if I stabilize, right?
If you stabilize and then but
Yeah,
you're
okay,
healed.
yeah.
They're not just stabilized. Cool.
Thanks, Frog.
Yeah, no problem, Pirate Man.
Or
Anything else you would like to do?
Can I back away since it hasn't been the goon's turn yet?
Yes, you can back away. He can't really get an attack of opportunity anyway because he's restrained.
Okay.
NPCs. Barrett's just going to continue restraining this guy, and Quiet at this point comes back rushing in with all of your weapons. She's clutching at them. It's like, hey, I brought your weapons, and that's all she can do because she basically just sprinted here.
probably should have done that a
and with
long
Ash's
time ago.
turn- Yeah, she was. They were kind of sort of stuck in this room out of fear, and they didn't want to chase right after the woman because she was obviously pretty tough.
No, I was saying we, like one of
Yeah.
us, not them. Oh, whatever. Yeah.
Just jump in front of it. Are you sprinting to get there, or? No, you're not. You're super fast because you're a monk. Just hop over all the chairs, and yeah, you get there. And he just sort of looks like, You gonna make attacks or? Oof. That's 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you just punch. He's looking pretty rough. Second one's not going to hit, unfortunately. You still have one more key point. Okay. Just do a roundhouse kick. Just crack. He's down. Okay, with that, it's Hook's turn.
Okay, that guy's restrained, right, Mister?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to. I guess Well, I guess I'll sprint over here,
Okay, you sprinted.
and I will be ready to take her stuff, but I can't because I
I'll
sprinted.
say you'll with your bonus action you'll be able to take your scimitar,
All right. Can I take like?
your club, and any of your weapons you can take. I'd say, but not anyone
Alright.
unless you wanted to take someone else's weapons instead.
Alright.
I mean, that is the goon's turn. The goon is going to. I surrender. I surrender, and he just sort of goes limp. He stops putting up a fight. Edith, anything you want to do? Yeah, you can start making a sandwich. You're in the kitchen after all. Okay, you just start making it. Each round is 6 seconds, so you start moving over to the counter and surveying the food.
You pull out a loaf of bread.
Yeah, you pull out a loaf of bread. Give me a performance check to see how well you pull out the loaf of bread.
To see how well you pull out.
Oh gosh, that's definitely worthy of a
That's
performance
a different
check.
kind of performance check.
Yeah, you pull out this loaf of bread. It's very average. Balasar, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, seeing as he surrendered. Yes, if you don't mind, I'll be taking your weapons just to make sure you don't try anything.
Yeah.
So-
Take them. And he lets you. He's not putting up any fight.
Yes. Okay.
Would anyone like to do anything in particular, or do you think we're out of combat?
Well, I want to see what happened to what we ran over.
We
We ran
passed
over
it like a long time ago. Actually, that was like
Okay,
12
so-
seconds ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, the train goes pretty fast. Okay, I'll say you get out onto the middle platform. So basically, there's little bridges connecting the trains. You step out on there, and if you want, you can climb up on top of the train to try and look back.
Sure, why not?
Okay, give me an athletics check to climb up. You climb up. It's not particularly difficult. There is a ladder, it's not like a ladder you're supposed to use. It's more of a staff ladder. Or
Also, I have a
maintenance
hook
ladder,
for a
but-
hand, by the way. It's kind of hard to climb a train with a hook for a hand. But anyway,
It actually makes it easier to be
Yeah,
honest.
what?
You rely quite a lot because it hooks in quite nicely to this makeshift ladder. You climb up, and Ash is already up above you. You're not entirely sure how she got up there that quickly. But yeah, you both get up there, and you can give perception checks. Balasar, you're currently inside the train carriage, still talking to this guy. I'd say because this is all.
Oh
This
no,
is all
my athletics check was to see how powerful my taking away of the weapons was.
Squinting your eyes, Hook, you don't see anything. Asher, you can just make out a lump about 250 feet in the distance. Actually, no, it wouldn't be that far. It would be.
yeah, it was like
Yeah, it was about that. It would be about 250 feet, which is
Divide that by
Uh,
3, so that's
it's
like,
76.
like 80 meters, yeah.
Yeah, it's less than 100 meters.
No, not on. Off. It's on the tracks, but off the train. It's actually like you can only see it because this train is curving, and it's like just off the end of the train. The train's quite long. Train's got carriages in total, and each carriage is as long as this dining car is. So like, it's pretty long.
sorry, how many carriages?
8 carriages, eight electric parts, and it's pretty fucking long. From below you, this Max guy's like, but we need to find that woman. She took my chest.
I mean,
You see him visibly kind of panicked about it.
It's okay. It's okay, friend. We'll find your chest.
you said she went on the roof, right? I mean,
She climbed up. I don't know what happened. I went back in here when things happened. But
can I?
no,
Balasar is going to grab his weapon.
Yeah, you can all grab your weapons now. You got enough downtime.
Can I get out my
uh,
trusty pirate telescope and look at the dead body lump?
Yeah, I'll say so. Give me a perception check with advantage. Asher would probably point it out to you. I would imagine. Looking at it, you see a young female form. Doesn't move. You faintly see her body's kind of blocking it, but you can faintly see what looks like the chest that was taken from Max. Yes, the chef's like, yeah, all right with me. And Barris begins just tying him very heavily to a chair. You see this body, this female body.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to the front of the train and tell the conductor to stop the train.
Yeah, you can go do that.
I'm gonna do that, and then
Okay, so you run up through the carriages. You don't have any. You're normally not allowed in this part of the train because it's the VIP area. But with the panic, a few shocked faces look at you as you go past. But you manage to run up and get to the conductor. He's currently driving the train. He seems to be oblivious to what's going on. But you can knock on his door.
Hey, conductor, there's been a skirmish. We've got to stop the train. There's somebody got ran over or something. Fine.
Well, yes, of course. And the train slows to a stop.
Can you reverse the train?
perverse.
The train only goes one way, but at the stations, the entire train gets lifted and rotated.
All right. I'm gonna hop off the train and start trotting back towards this dead bitch.
Is anyone going to join Hook doing this?
Sure, why not?
Balasar joined so he can help regain the stolen goods of his dear friend Max.
Edith, you going? You're probably finished with your sandwich by now. Yeah, you can bring it with you. Give me a performance check. It's a really fucking good sandwich. But yeah, you all go. The train travels pretty fast, and just doing some math, it's probably a good, like, I'm trying to think, probably like 1,000 feet behind you now, at least. But you can walk along, and within a few minutes you get there. You can try making one when you're back on the train, unless you're going with them. Are you going with them or not? Lime.
Them.
Lime. You going
Diana.
to go with? You're gonna make a sandwich. Okay. Give me a performance check. You do get +1 to this because you're a woman.
Casual sexism.
Casual sex. No, just a performance check. Performance. It's okay.
+1 helps.
Like, you're used to making sandwiches out of like the tougher materials of the northern part of the continent. This is
Metal.
like fancy shit. You keep making sandwiches, but like they're pretty shit. They're getting worse. I know. You've made 4 sandwiches and you've ran out time. So you don't really have enough time to catch up to them as the other four get to the body and you see the body of Adele lying on the floor.
Just gonna laugh.
Yeah, you pick up the chest.
I'm gonna take anything else valuable on her person.
An investigation check.
Let's bring this back to
That's not
the
enough.
question. What is Max?
What is he? A gnome.
Oh,
Let's
that's
bring this back to my fine gnomish friend.
Looking over, you don't see too much of value, but you do see this magic-looking crossbow with little bits of cursed glass embedded into it.
Can I take her like harness thing that was she was like hiding it in her leg?
It's basically just taking off her leg, but you could definitely do that.
You know what? I mean, might as well.
Balasar will notice that he's trying to take off the leg, pull out his great axe, and just chop right at the top of the thigh.
Okay. Only took one session before we got to dismemberment. Yeah. You have a prosthetic leg, and you have an item which you can attune to if you would like to.
I don't think I'm gonna use a crossbow, but I'll let someone else do that. Rose these crossbows, and I guess maybe I don't know. Whoever wants crossbow.
Okay, so who wants a prosthetic leg? Balasar is willing to help with part of the surgery.
Get your prosthetic legs here.
Pirates have like peg legs, right? So
Do you have a peg leg?
I do not have a peg leg.
Boy.
You're not a
I have everything else though, but I don't have a peg leg.
You have the parrot.
I don't have a parrot. You're right,
You've got
but
to- you've
not
got
yet.
your to-do list. Get leg chopped off. A parrot.
I kind of need a boat too. Let's be real.
Yeah, you're actually kind of a ship pirate.
Yeah. Be quiet. We'll go back to the train.
We'll head back to the train, and if you want, you can spend an hour tuning to that magic item, or
I will
No,
pass
you
it.
can't-
I'll pass it around to see who needs it.
if anyone wants a magic crossbow, it's being handed around. You all come back, and Asher has made a metric fuck ton of sandwiches in the time you got back. Enough for all of you. You did just eat breakfast, so I don't know why everyone. It's literally like 3 minutes past breakfast. No, it's been about an hour all in all.
To be fair, we did just have a fight to the death, so like that's pretty draining.
But you all have some delicious sandwiches. Who wants this crossbow to attune to? You just have to spend an hour with it, and you can attune to it. A crowbow.
Oh god!
That is like gonna be. That is like
A bow that shoots
crowbow would, like,
crowbars.
I sure do love crossbows. That's basically Edith right now.
Also, nobody's really commented on the fact that Asher looks a little different.
Did Asher change gender?
She
Dude.
just ran during the fight.
Well, to be
Asher.
fair, about really close to Asher anyways, so.
Asher, were you working out? Looks like your pecs grew a bunch.
And those hair push-ups makes your hair grow.
You wearing a wig? Like what?
Actually, Asher did a special workout that results in like a reduction of height in order to make the pecs super big and strong.
Which also has the side effect of growing out hair. These doctors don't want you to know about this one hair loss trick.
But Asher says quite simply that she's cursed.
I mean, aren't we all really?
Seems more like a blessing to me, if you know what I mean. Hey, hey.
Well,
You're all settling down to most of the people, the first class and second class people, come out of their relative hiding and sort of join you and collectively chill out from what the fuck just happened. Bandits
Collect
being tied up.
eat Asher's sandwiches.
The bandit gets tied up in the kitchen, and Barris looks over him. The conductor looks over before starting over the train and has quite a serious look about him. He's like, "Where was the guard this time? Where was he? Where is Brock?
Brock.
Have you seen a half orc walking around the train?
Oh yeah,
Supposed to be
he was kind of drunk, looking.
drunk? That bastard. I'll find him and deal with him. For now, please just keep him tied up in the kitchen, and I'll get us to Dro as fast as possible so we can deal with this there." Oh, you found the chest! Oh, thank goodness. And he happily takes it from you. But I can't thank you enough for this. Please, take something from it. And he opens the chest.
Is
in
that
front of
there
you.
booty in that chest?
Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that booty.
So, question: what item in the chest is the most dangerous if it ends up in the wrong hands?
You know for sure it would be the raw crystal, because with a dagger you think it's when things have been crafted out of cursed glass, it generally refines its effects and makes it more predictable. So it might still be powerful, but it would have a more refined effect. But you know that the raw crystals can be extremely unpredictable. So you'd say that the raw crystal is definitely the most dangerous.
Friend, would it be alright if I took this crystal with me? It's just I fear it could potentially harm you, and I don't want any harm to come of you.
Please, you deserve it for what you did there. That was more excitement than I think I'm ready for.
It's all right, friend. Please go back to your family.
No.
I think it'd be a good idea. And so he sort of quietly thinks, I think I'm going to get some rest. And he goes back to his sleeping quarters. But you can add a green cursed glass crystal to your inventory. Edith, you over this meal successfully attune to the heavy crossbow of cursed glass. I can show you what it does now. You should be able to see that in your character. There. The crowbow.
Okay, so hear me out. What if there was a Kenku who led a gang who used a crossbow? Because then it would be a crow boss with a crossbow.
Crowbar crossbow. Crowbar.
Crowbar.
But no, so you're a kenku, so you're a crow, but you like have a crowbar as your melee weapon and a crowbow as your ranged weapon.
What?
Anyway, one thing that I'll add before the end of this session with a nice sandwich brunch on a train. You hear the voice. Yeah, you can. We'll add that to this, so you easily find her amongst the royal looking first class people. She's a young half elven girl, probably late 20s.
How does a pirate flirt?
Is that
Or have you ever seen the beautiful seas? As I could show them to you. That's not come for you.
Wait, well, hold on, wait. Okay.
There are 8 seas, and you're the last one I need to explore.
How'd you like to scrape the How'd you like to scrape the barnacles off me rudder?
Give me a persuasion check.
There's a
See me poop.
I had rolled a 4.
Yeah, no. And she walks off.
That wink was so good, but everything else was so bad.
As you see her walk away, you see the woman with wild red hair and a beautiful red dress approach, putting on her ruby necklace that she managed to get back from the tied up goon. And she, as she's walking along, she looks over all of you and is like, I just wanted to say thank you for all that you could have done. And her face freezes when she looks at Asher. Ashlyn? I think that's a good place to end it.
Oh. Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger?
Yo!
Ashlyn.
We have yet to see my dark powers. I'm gonna use this voice at least once every session.
Doing pirate hurts my throat, so
Yeah, it
Maybe
was.
Pirate.
Also, I'm still not sure what I'm doing for Balasar's voice. It tends to shift a lot.
Balasar.
The only thing I have down is sometimes it's slightly deeper than my normal voice.
So yeah, what do you guys think?
I thought that was lit as hell, brother.
Brother.
Bit of a combat heavy session, but
I liked it. It was good.
What was the voice something like this?
we also stand both of the main bad guys dying to fall damage. Because okay, so I'll explain what happened. Okay, look. So I had this whole other map here. So if you guys wanted to climb up onto the train and fight, you could. And she was running along the train tracks, yeah. And she made a check to jump across the train tracks. It was a pretty easy check. She rolled a natural 1, so she fell. I'm like, okay, she'll make a dexterity saving throw to see if she can catch herself. She rolled like a 3 or something, and so she caught herself, but like barely hanging on. So I'm like, okay, next turn, if she fucks up, she falls off. And she rolled another natural 1, so she fell off and got crushed by the train and died.
Is that a goon that is still alive?
Yeah, one got away.
Well, good for him. Also, this is something only Beaky and maybe Dabo might get. But this is actually my Travis Willingham impression.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
I need a bit more of a southern twang, but I don't have it in me to do a southern accent in terms of like I'm pretty sure I would offend Dabo.
I'm like, well, I don't really. You go for it.
No, I'm not ready for it either. But yeah, honestly, the best part of the session was easily just Hook almost dying session 1.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
You know,
maybe a little bit.
we all die session 1 sometimes.
You know what? We persevered and we didn't, in fact, die.
We lassoed some quags, and I think that's
Yeah,
what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, last that Quag.
Lasso my quag anytime.
You can last my Quag all night. I'll last all
Scrape
over
the
your
barnacles off me whole.
Oh yeah, scrape those barnacles.
So the stats for this episode: Galf is the leader on the kills. How?
What? That's wild.
Galf has got 2 kills. Asher got 1 kill, and those are the only 3 kills. Because one person died from fall damage. And 2 people didn't die. The 2 of the goons didn't die. One got tied up and one escaped. And the heal tracker, the death and assist tracker, effectively, Hook died twice, or got down twice, and got saved by both Balasar and Galf.
Woo!
How many people use their hidden information?
I did.
Their special.
I mean,
Yeah, you did.
I mean, my special information ended up not being hidden, so
To be honest, yours was pretty like. I mean, the actual value of the items was like not like obvious, but yeah.
I didn't really have a situation where I could use mine really. Well, kind of, but I was I don't know.
Also, I like how everyone says, "Oh, it's so predictable that it's always the female NPC that's like betrays you." But you also said that about the first 2 female NPCs you saw that weren't Adele. You're like, "Oh, there's this tiefling. Oh, he's obviously evil."
I mean, are we wrong though? They're evil.
I mean, I've yet to see evidence that Catherine isn't evil.
By the way, Olivia, you understand the rules really well for someone who's new at the game. Like, that was a good first attack. You took off like a good chunk of her health. No, you understood. You like. I don't have to explain to you like, oh, you don't have enough like actions and movement to do this. You said, oh yeah, I know, sort of thing. When you didn't have time to hide. It's very good to be a rogue in that aspect because rogues are like simple enough to understand with that. That it helps with when you want to play a more complex character later.
So
Like,
because I have the starter set module, and because I have a few friends who want to get into D&D, I am going to have to run something with 1 experienced player and 4 new players. This is gonna be fun.
Hell yeah.
To be honest, like,
I mean,
a lot of my campaigns have been with new people.
yeah,
like,
my one at school was like I was the only person who had fucking played. So yeah.
Also, there's literally no men in my group, so we stand that.
Oh yeah, stand that hard. What the hell?
us.
Yeah, fuck man.
I hate men.
Yeah,
All men
men.
must.
Why would men fuck me?
Why have women not killed all men already? It's like, geez, I'm waiting.
That's news new. Yeah, I'm glad people liked it. I'm
Should
just
I-
happy the intro went well.
Well, no, wait, no, sorry. I'm thinking about myself. I wasn't. No, your intro was great. Sorry. I was thinking about
Like,
my own.
dang, he's really
I said,
criticizing
No,
me.
no. Sorry, no. It was a great intro. I loved it. I said it was great.
It's great, best intro. There's ever been a better intro.
It wasn't very good though. I'm sorry. I was.
You don't
My-
need to keep apologizing. It's fine. I'm just
My
leaving you shit
concerns
for
were unrelated.
Everyone's okay with the characters now. Everyone's getting used to them.
Yep. Gotta figure out how to get a tank of water around.
I was actually reading something, and it's like if you took 1 level in Druid, you can have like Mold Earth cantrip, you can have the Shape Water cantrip, and the level 1 spell Create or Destroy Water. So whenever you go somewhere, you can just dig a hole, yeah, fill it with water, and then you use Shape Water to just make like a water trench coat and just walk around with a water trench coat constantly like splashing around you.
Okay, but here's a fun idea. With create or destroy water, what you do is you create water in the lungs of your opponents.
I've seen a similar thing, which was like it was like polymorph into a fly or something, yeah, and then like hide in someone's food so they eat you, and then you sort of just like expand out of their mouth and break open their jaw.
Jeez.
There's a lot of fucked up things you can do in D&D.
Oh, I've seen lots of like applying heat metal to intentionally like burn people alive in their armor, or just to instantly kill a warforged.
The thing is, though, that's literally the intended purpose of heat metal is to boil people alive in their armor to force them to take it off.
No.
But like,
But there's the additional application of just a killing warforge.
Oh my gosh, killing a warforged.
Because they're just entirely made out of metal.
Poor Fortress.
Rip the fortress. Is Fortress a blacksmith?
Yes, she was.
Fortress blacksmith.
He's James's father.
oh, here's one: using levitate on a heavy object and then dropping it on the head of an enemy as they enter, splatting them dead.
What is levitate's weight capacity?
I don't know if there is one.
Oh no! I saw something from D&D memes. Someone was telling a story about how
500
how they're
pounds?
500 pounds.
about how the villain was was like pushing people into molten gold to essentially turn them into gold statues and stuff. So one of the people, with their last breath, they use it as a spell to teleport like 100 feet above them, and then just a gold statue version of them fell and crushed the opponent.
That's great.
So, like, the player character still died, but they took out the big bad evil guy on the way. And that's honestly, like, the most iconic way to go. Turning into gold and crushing your opponent.
Oh, okay. Here's one, yeah? So, there are 3 players, a human barbarian, a dwarven cleric, and an elven druid. They needed to travel to some distant city and decided it's best to just use the flying carpet, but the carpet couldn't hold them all. They were too heavy. So the cleric says, what if I just jump into the bag of holding? I'm the heaviest, and its weight is fixed anyway.
Wait a second.
The DM says, it's large enough just for you to enter it, but you'll suffocate after a minute or so. So then the druid is like, what if I cast water breathing to her, and she holds her head in a cooking pot? And apparently the DM allowed it. So the cleric went into the bag of holding and just stuck their head in a pot of water and could breathe in the water.
Oh my gosh.
Side note, but D&D memes in general is just an amazing subreddit.
No, it definitely is. Water breathing is actually a really good spell. It lasts for 24 hours and it's not concentration.
Damn.
And it's like fucking 10 people or whatever. You can use gust of wind, and
Gust of
a hang
wind.
glide. Gust of wind.
A hang glider.
Destroy water. You destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Would a creature, person, enemy be classified as an open container if they have a mouth?
Yes.
Maybe, but you would really only get like their saliva and stuff like that. In terms of important things like their blood and stuff would be part of of the blood vessels, which would be a closed container.
What if my anus is gaping? Is that an open container?
Well, that's one way to get rid of diarrhea.
How about this, yeah? You get like a massive fucking cake, yeah? And you cast reduce
massive
on it. To make
cake.
it small. Yeah, massive cake. You get this massive fucking cake. And you cast reduce on it to make it small. Then someone eats the whole cake, and then the spell runs out and the cake grows in their stomach.
This just sounds like inflation fetish.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I have an inflation fetish, but that's beside the point. To be honest, if I had an inflation fetish, why would I just not cast enlarge on my dick?
Damn, he's got a point.
I should
There's
just
also this spell seeming. I think it's called seeming, which is like you literally could just change the appearance of people, and they like their entire body changes. So it's like a trans person's best dream. They can, or they you can just like make yourself like yourself, but being a dick.
Isn't it line just a
That's
trans person's dream? Are they
I
like,
don't think so.
I
It's a
don't.
bit.
I guess not. I guess yeah. Well,
Kind of their worst nightmare,
yeah.
and their best
actually,
dream put
line.
together.
It would be. Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Need more ships.
All right, guys. So make sure to hit that like button, slam the subscribe button because only 62% of our watchers are subscribed.
This episode was sponsored by inflation.
Yep. Make sure to go out and lasso some fuck, I forgot the quags. Yep.
That's Quag.
Oh, we're proud. We're proud. We got our subs in chat right here. Olivia subs.
Yeah, donate to my PayPal at
To your PayPal. When are we getting the Patreon for No Name for now?
I mean, obviously the Patreon will be like custom sex toys of all our characters. Yeah.
Mine's gonna literally be poisonous.
Also, I like how the towels that you left behind are probably covered in some poisonous goop right now.
Holy shit, I forgot about that. Fools.
That was fun.
yeah.
Alright.
First
Good
session.
session one.
Bye bye.
Mm.